Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm thrilled you're here. I'm Rita Hickman. I'm a body mind expert and I'm a shiatsu massage therapist. And what I do is I help women who are in narcissistic and toxic relationships. I help them find the community and the support that they need to make important changes in their life. So these changes can look like walking away from a narcissist, it can look like standing up to a narcissist. Um, it's got a lot of different, hang on, I'm just perfect. There we go. That should work a little bit better. I help women deal with narcissistic and toxic relationships, you know. So, one of the things we're talking about today is we're talking about when is it time to leave a narcissist? So, this is a really controversial question, actually, because you ask some people, and some people will say you should never be in a relationship with a narcissist ever, no matter what. And people who feel that strongly about these things have probably had really hard experiences. They've had very difficult experiences and probably experiences when they were a little bit younger. As time goes by, we start to look at the world differently. We start to look at the world through a different lens, and we naturally change, we naturally evolve. That's just the way that it is. And we look at the world differently, and we start to maybe look at other people as people instead of metaphors, instead of shallow, versions of some caricature. We start to have depth and see the world in a bigger way. So life, we change naturally over time, and a narcissist does too. My dad struggled with depression and anxiety, and so his narcissistic qualities were very high until he was able to get older. Things mellowed. He wasn't in his, his mind changed, and he started to get a lot of love and support from his family. When that happened, things changed. And this is true with a lot of communities. When people would come back from war, from trauma, when they were embraced in a community, in a family, they were able to evolve. They were able to change and become, get the nourishment and nurturing that they needed to deal with their own mental instability. These are all things that have been going on for a long time, where communities and tribes sort of, they look at the person who's struggling and they embrace them and help them heal. So, if you're trying to do this alone, if you're in a relationship with a narcissist and it's making you crazy and making you doubt your own mental health, you really can't do this stuff alone. We tend to get trapped in the idea, and the narcissist likes it, of secrets, where it's just me and you and nobody else. But in reality, we don't accomplish things by ourselves. We accomplish things in community. So, for you personally, if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, one of the smartest things to do, how to know when to leave, is after you have started to get the support and the love that you need. There's a lot of push in the narcissism field that no matter what, at any point in time, turn around and walk away and cut off contact. And then you hear these stories of narcissists who then, drank themselves to death or committed suicide or, ended up wasting away in some way. So, I mean, you get to decide whether you stay with the narcissist or whether you go, but you can't do it by yourself. You, number one, have to get the support that you need. You need to find a community. You need to find love. You need to find connection. You need to find your voice. You need to learn how to stand up for yourself. And you will naturally know when it's time to leave a narcissist. You shouldn't let anybody pressure you. As you do your work, as you do your healing work, it will become a natural of, aha, this is what needs to happen next. This is who this person is. Nothing's going to change. I can't do this by myself. And so I need to let the universe support the situation. Whereas other people, let's say you notice that they're able to shift, they're able to change, they're able to self reflect. And these people are on a path of growth and healing. Sometimes we support the process close up. Sometimes we support the process far away, divorced, no contact, things like that. But either way, you get to decide when it's time to leave a narcissist. And I wouldn't leave before I had support and care and a community and insight and self understanding and healthy tools in place and healthy support systems in place, you will know when it feels right. You'll know you shouldn't leave something from desperation or from fear or anxiety or overwhelm. You should leave from a place of confidence, because if you don't, then what happens is you will be very vulnerable, and the narcissist will take advantage of that vulnerability, because they've got a lot of issues going on. They have no ability or very little ability to really maintain a healthy relationship with other people. So you will know when it's time to leave a narcissist. You'll know. And if you're thinking that the time is coming up, then you need to get support and you need to get care and love. If you're thinking that you're not sure, but you want to wait it out, you still need to get support. You still need to get love. You still need to get community, because it's your intuitive knowing that will tell you when it's time to stay and when it's time to leave. And the more connected you are with your intuition, the better you'll know. It should feel like the natural next step, like the very next thing that you're supposed to do. It shouldn't feel like it's like you're closing your eyes and jumping off of a cliff. If that's how you feel, then you need to get a lot of love and support first, so that you can walk away confidently. This is totally different if, there's physical abuse involved. Of course, if there's physical abuse, you need to walk away immediately and you need to find whoever is really capable of helping you. But otherwise, do this on your terms. Don't wait until a narcissist forces you to do something. Instead, start deciding, you know what, I'm going to get healthy first. And then after I get healthy, then I'll determine whether I want to stay or go. You get to decide for yourself. You shouldn't let anybody pressure you from their own issues. You shouldn't let anybody tell you what's right or wrong or good or bad or up or down. You get to decide for you as to what sort of a life you want to have. And the more you connect in with you, the healthier you get, the more you're able to make those good decisions, to take those good steps. So when is it time to leave a narcissist? How do you know it's time to leave a narcissist? When you know. And if you aren't sure if it's time to leave a narcissist, start gathering your resources. If you'd like to, get some of these resources met, we've got a couple options. I've got a whole free library of all of these live streams, searchable. They'll pull them up for you on whatever topic you want. I've got a beautiful coaching community, group coaching that we work with, of these amazing women from all over the country who just such a positive, loving, graceful, reinforcing, healing space. So we've got our coaching group that has lots of goodies with it. And then I also do one-on-one coaching. So if you're ready to speed up your process, if you're thinking you want to leave within the next year versus the next 10 years, then consider reaching out. The best way to get to me is rhickman@inspiremassage.com, and give me 24 to 48 hours. And because it gives me time to process, to look at it, to think, to feel my way, to connect with my intuition. And then if you don't hear from me, reach out again, because there are a lot of balls that I'm juggling right now. And I want to make sure that you get the help that you need, and into the community that you need, and the support that you need, in order to take the very next steps in your life. Because it doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to live like this. And even if you choose to stay, even if you decide, you know what, I think this relationship has half a chance, even if you do that, when you come at it from a healthy way, you can shape it in a healthier direction. So you get to decide. Nobody gets to tell you for you. You'll know. And when you get healthy, you'll absolutely know. You should come from a place of strength and groundedness, not from a place of fear and anxiety. And if you're ready to get some help, reach out. Okay. So have a great rest of your day. I plan on it, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Happy Monday. Bye.